Hi guys, good afternoon. How's everyone doing today? Today we have our lovely Dr. Porter here with us today. We are going to be doing a Q&A. You guys, you already know the drill. If you have any questions, any doubts, anything, you can go ahead and put them in the chat, you guys. By the way, if you are looking forward to scheduling a free virtual consultation or a free in-person consultation, you can simply do it just by leaving your information right here in my left bottom corner in this yellow folder that says Services Plus. Okay, you guys? So, we're gonna go ahead and start right away with all of these questions. So, is the cell saver used during breast fat transfers or just BBLs?
So cell saver can be used mostly, we're looking at it for during lipo. So yeah, for breast fat transfer, if you're getting extensive lipo 360, you can add the cell saver, yes.
Great. What areas are commonly liable to collect fat for a BBL?
The abdomen, the back, depending on the person. If you have enough fat just in your back or in your abdomen, that can be done too.
Great. What should I avoid doing after a BBL to protect results?
Putting prolonged pressure on it for however many weeks your surgeon says. Every surgeon is different. Some say you don't have to wait any time. Some say 3, 4, 6, I've heard 8 weeks. I say 4 weeks. No prolonged pressure, like sitting on your butt or sleeping for 4 weeks. Of course, some people need adjustments with that depending on if they're getting other procedures done. But that, and then wearing the garment, getting massages, giving yourself patience, eating a good diet, exercising.
How is fat strategically placed during a BBL?
So just everybody's different, looking at the patient's shape and what they need for the BBL or where they need fat.
What's the minimum body fat needed for a skinny BBL?
We can put in a very little amount. It depends on what you're looking for. If you're just looking for your hip dips being filled in, or we can work with what we have. If you're looking for dramatic results, then you need more fat. If you're thinner, it all depends.
Can inner thigh lipo help with thigh rubbing or skin irritation?
It can. It depends on your shape though. So we don't want to ever make anything look weird or unnatural. So if you have a fullness, to your outer thigh and the rest of your thigh, you don't just want like a weird skinny inner leg. So we have to take that all in mind when we're doing the thigh lipo.
Do all breast reductions involve removing glandular tissue?
Breast reductions, yes. We're reducing the glandular tissue and skin. So when you get a breast reduction, you're also getting a lift at the same time.
Okay. Is recovery different for skinny BBLs versus, a traditional BBL?
No, same thing.
What's the difference between round and teardrop implants?
So round is shape round. But it settles into a teardrop, and teardrop, I'm guessing you mean the preformed ones.
I'm guessing that's the question.
So that we don't use. It's just the regular round, smooth round gel.
So for the round one would be the one that would give more of that upper pull fullness, more projection.
It does, but it's designed so that eventually it kind of settles into a teardrop.
Oh, amazing. So, what is the recovery process like after a breast reduction?
So because of the amount of sutures and everything, no heavy lifting for 6 weeks. You have to wear a supportive bra for about 6 months. No underwire. It doesn't have to be the bra that we give you, but just a sports bra or something. You don't want something that's going to cause extreme compression, but you do want a nice amount of compression. And then people don't really complain about, just with a reduction, that much pain. If you're putting an implant in there, there's a little bit more pain. But yeah, it's not a terrible recovery process.
And when it comes down to showering after a breast reduction, right? How would they be showering? Can they still pass soap on them? Or?
Yeah, so just regular showering, letting soap and water like rinse over the incisions. You do have surgical tape on there for 7 days. You can shower with that. Just don't scrub the incisions.
Of course. Okay, great, you guys. You see, it's not as complicated as you may believe. So, is J plasma a good option for postpartum loose skin when getting a tummy tuck?
That depends on the person. So if you're getting a tummy tuck, I don't feel that you need the need for J plasma on top of it, unless maybe in your back if you're getting lipo in the back. For lipo 360, if you're kind of borderline, you know, having a little bit of loose skin, and you want to add on the J plasma, that is going to give you a little bit of extra contraction, and you can see how it works. And you know, if that loose skin still bothers you, then you need a tummy tuck.
So you guys, I see we have many questions here. Oh look, KMBL came back. Hey Dr. Porter, happy birthday, belated birthday.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, you're so sweet. He actually, you know, on your birthday, I told him yesterday. I told him, I was like, oh, it's Dr. Porter's birthday today, because he asked me. And, you know, he actually has said happy birthday as well yesterday.
Thank you.
You just cleared us. Oh, look, nice. He just said you just cleared us. Julie, I'm 4 weeks post-op. Thank you for being amazing, Dr. Porter. I love my results.
Oh,
Coming
thank
from Julie.
you.
Thank you so much. Julie King Dongo.
Okay. Oh yes. Nice. Thank you.
Her
yes,
sister.
I remember you.
Yeah, happy belated birthday to my amazing doctor.
Thank you. I'm glad to hear you guys are doing well.
So, can BBLs improve hip dips or square hips? You know, since there's different.
Yeah. So hip dips. Yes, you can fill in the hips, but sometimes people have like bands of tissue, or they're fibrous, or like resistant. So it may be not on the first round. You add as much as you can, and then there's still maybe, it depends on how your body kind of like absorbs the fat or how it heals. But yeah, and then square hips. I mean, I would have to see what you mean by square hips.
I guess like this question is more for like the people that instead of like hip dips, like the hip dips are kind of like this, but there's still some out. It's just straight, like just straight square.
Yes, but you always want to make sure that everything is proportionate to your natural body.
Yes, of course. What type of scarring should I expect after a breast reduction?
So if you need a true breast reduction, don't shoot the messenger. But usually you need like the full lollipop with the T incision at the bottom. That's going to give you the best amount of tightness, the best lift. It is, like a little bit, and sometimes there do tend to be little openings under the areola and at the T incision, but they heal with time. Just takes time. But that gives you the best amount of reduction, lift, safety, everything.
How long do you need to wear a surgical bra after reduction?
6 months.
Okay, you guys heard it here, 6 months. No underwire bras, okay? So, can a reduction be reversed or revised for more volume later? Or is it something that you could, talk in advance?
2 things. Gravity is always going to win, so eventually where your, everything is, it's going to settle again. If you really have large pendulous breasts, it's never going to be like that again, but there will be a little bit, some like gland that goes below where the nipple starts to fall a little bit. It's usually the gland, or extra skin, depending on the consistency of your skin to begin with, skin type and stuff. And then volume. We can't, add more breast tissue back, but you can get implants, you can get fat grafting. Yeah, so my recommendation is if you have very large breasts, you don't want to do a reduction in implants, you want to do a reduction, see how you like it, and then you can add the implants.
Yeah. Can chin lipo remove a tech neck look?
A little bit. So the tech neck, I have a good example, but it's just lines that are developing earlier and here, like the crisscross or whatever, because we're bending down on our phone at computers and stuff. So sometimes, yeah, the chin lipo can break up some of the bands. Is it 100% all the time? No, but it can improve it.
Okay, great. So, can jade plasma be used to treat mild loose skin on the neck?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Great. So I was gonna actually ask you, can you still breastfeed after a breast reduction?
So there is a risk of losing the ability to breastfeed after a breast reduction. It varies with what technique the surgeon uses, but yeah, it's about like a 50-50 or like 30-70 depending on the technique shot.
What are the drop and fluff thing that people kind of say with breast augmentations, and how long does that process take?
So I think what you're talking about maybe is that at first the implant rides high. It looks crazy. Anything with like plastic surgery that's in a big area looks crazy. Or if you think of like the stereotypical like, facelift that you see in the movie or something, they're all swollen and stuff, that's real. It lasts like that. Your skin has to heal. But for implants, it looks really crazy. There's actually some pretty good charts if you Google like breast augmentation, like healing. So yeah, they start out high, they eventually drop, but sometimes it takes months, like 3 to 6 months for them to settle. Also, they go through a phase where they look square for a few months, or like almost like a pec that's like accentuated or something, and then eventually one day you'll look in the mirror again after 3 to 6, 9 months and be like, wow, this is what I wanted. But some people just like the cleavage right away, and that's what they're looking for, and they're happy. But everything settles over time.
Great. Do breast reductions require drains?
Breast reductions, no, I usually don't unless you have very, very large breasts. But so far I have not used drains.
So these would, like when you get a breast reduction, you wouldn't really need to get massages or anything like that, because they just drain on their own.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. So, I also wanted to ask you, will I need a lift after major fat removal from the inner thighs? This would be for somebody that maybe has experienced major weight loss journey in their life.
Yeah, so a lot of massive weight loss patients actually don't have much fat. You may think you do. It's skin, I promise. So that a lipo is probably not going to be the best thing. Maybe you need lipo in combination with a lift, but a thigh lift if you have, now for people that have like bulkier thighs, or just like, bigger thighs, younger patients who carry a lot of weight, even some older patients, but you have to be cautious if your skin is already kind of like loose, sagging, or like rippling, for lack of better words. You have to be cautious, because the more fat you take out, the worse that's going to look. Now, if you're just concerned about fitting into smaller pants, or you don't want them rubbing together or something, then maybe that's all you care about. But if you want like a tight, firm thigh, then you need a thigh lift.
Of course. And you could combine this procedure with any other procedure. Like,
I wouldn't combine a thigh lift with any inner thigh lipo, fine, but not a thigh lift.
Not a thigh lift?
No. It's a very long, hard recovery. Yeah.
Oh yeah. But like how long would you say?
So you can't really walk for like 3 weeks. I mean, you have to walk a little bit, but you have incisions like in your groin and potentially down the side of your thigh. You can't really do much activity. Here we're always encouraging activity after tummy tucks and stuff like that. Plus the time under anesthesia is always a risk. I would just leave the thigh lift by itself.
Yeah, you guys. So really, really important. If we're looking forward to getting a thigh lift done, it's best to just do it on its own. Okay, you guys? So I see here lots of people are joining the live. Okay, so make sure that you guys are leaving your information right here in this yellow folder in her left bottom corner. Okay, put your name, your phone number, and your email. This is the way that you can get scheduled for either a free virtual consultation if you're watching me outside of Miami, outside of the country, or for the people that live here in Florida, we also offer free in-person consultations. Okay, so I see here Julie put, my stomach has completely flattened. I'm so happy with my results already.
Oh, thank you.
That's so
excited.
KMBL said, is it okay that we document our journey?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, of course. So I wanted to ask you this. So a lot of people sometimes ask me, what is the difference between a Lipo 360 and the regular Lipo? And this specific question is, does Lipo 360 help define the waist more than standard Lipo?
So Lipo 360 is standard Lipo. 360 just means that you're getting it in the abdomen, the flanks, and the back. So if you're looking, I wouldn't do anything that if somebody comes into me for a consult and they say, what should I get done? It's a loaded question. What do you stare at in the mirror every day and that bothers you? Because when we do surgery on something and it's like, oh, maybe I'll just add this in or something. If that didn't bother you before, you're going to be constantly looking at it after and noticing things. So, Lipo 360, yes, it can, but if you're tiny and you don't have much fat on your back, or if you have a pretty flat abdomen but you have love handles or something, do you need Lipo 360 if you're happy with your stomach the way it is? No. Is it going to bother you? Probably not. You'll probably like the results, but it may. I mean, there's risk, with every surgery or something, you'll maybe notice like fine-tuned things or that you didn't notice before. So, Lipo 360 is the same as standard Lipo. You can get an improved contour if you're a candidate for that, but you should think long and hard about where you want Lipo first.
Of course. Can chin lipo help with double chin caused by genetics and not weight?
Yeah, as long as there's fat there. Sometimes people have loose banding. Just as we age, your platysma, this muscle in your neck, and like the two bands here, sometimes that gets loose, and that chin lipo is not going to help with that. That needs like an actual surgical procedure. But if it's just fat, then yeah, that can be removed.
So I actually had a lady a couple of lives ago, doctor. She was telling me how she actually needs a tummy tuck, but she doesn't want a tummy tuck. She just wants to get a Lipo 360. So I would like for you to explain to them why it's important if you have excess skin to just go ahead and get the tummy tuck.
So there's different types of, so there's some people that have fat and excess skin, and that, yeah, we can do lipo on. Is it gonna look fantastic? No. And if you're okay with that, then fine. That's if you just want to fit into smaller clothes, if you don't want the scar. But aesthetically, it's not gonna look great. You will be thinner, maybe your shape is a little bit better, but you're gonna have way more loose skin than you started with. Now, other people have no fat and it's only loose skin. So in that case, lipo, it's not really possible either. So.
KMBL is saying, don't forget Dr. Porter, 4L. We need all 4 liters since 30 to 40% goes away. Okay. Julie, she's asking, how long do I wear the faja for 23 hours a day post-op?
Julie, same.
How long should I wear the faja for 23 hours a day?
1 month after surgery, and then after that for my patients only, for months 2 and 3, 12 hours on, 12 hours off. If you want to wear it longer, you can, but that's what I recommend.
Great.
Or require, I guess.
Yeah. So, is an arm lift the only option if you have extreme skin laxity?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Nobody ever wants to hear that.
Yeah. So, the next question is, can fat transfer smooth out indentions left from previous lipos?
It can. There's no guarantee it's going to be 100%, but it can.
Okay. So, is there a limit to how small breasts can be made during reductions?
Yeah, so it's kind of, your body habitus. We also have to think about safety. We also have to think about safety. The more breast tissue we're taking, you're putting that nipple at higher risk for necrosis. So again, You want to preserve enough breast tissue that the nipple isn't at risk. And then, yeah, I mean, everybody's different. Everybody has a different composition of their breast. So, yeah.
How soon after pregnancy can I get J-plasma for skin tightening?
You need to wait 6 months at least after pregnancy.
Okay. Is J-plasma safe for all skin tones?
Yeah.
Amazing. Can a BBL improve the appearance of a flat lower back?
Yeah, so a lot of people, you should Google, like, even skinny, like, backsides, you know, of skinny people, and, or, like, key areas of lipo. Sometimes it'll come up that a lot of people hold fat right above the butt cheeks. So when we are doing the lipo, we're really cleaning you out in that area. I do, not everyone does, but that helps shape the butt. So sometimes, you know, it's like, it doesn't even look like you need a BBL after we clean out that area, but it's not always as visible right away after surgery because, you know, swelling follows gravity, so a lot of the swelling goes over there. So it takes a few months to see really that tightening in that area.
Amazing. Would you say that there is like a lowest BMI, like for skinny BBLs, like for the slimmer patients?
So BMI is not a great indicator. I see people saying like, oh, you know, my BMI is 20, you know, or let's say 32, why can't I? So you can have a ton of loose skin and have like, you know, a lower BMI than somebody that's built of muscle or something. So it's more so on how you look. BMI legally in the state of Florida, you know, every surgeon has their own cutoffs, but there is a legal limit to BMI, but everybody's different, everybody carries their weight different, so I don't think BMI is a great indicator for that. There could be somebody who's, you know, full of muscle that has like almost no fat that wants a BBL, and you know, their BMI could be higher than somebody who's skinny that has a little bit more fat. So
yeah, so it's all about seeing the person in person. So we have 2 more questions, you guys. If you want to ask Dr. Porter a question, this is your moment right now to do so. If you're looking forward to scheduling a free virtual consultation with her or a free in-person consultation with her, go ahead and leave your information right here in her left bottom corner in that yellow folder, okay, you guys? So the question is, does arm lipo require stitches or is it just tiny incisions?
it's just tiny incisions.
And where are they placed?
Like 2 around the elbow, for me, or sometimes there's one up here as well, like in the armpit.
And those differ?
I usually just do the 2 around the elbow, sometimes though, depending on the angle or something.
Okay, great. So, can Lipo 360, I believe you just answered this though, can Lipo 360 give an hourglass look without a BBL?
Yeah. I think a lot of people, get a lot more definition. I mean, it depends on your body type, but most people get a lot more definition without even adding the fat. It's like a pseudo BBL.
Oh wow. Julie's saying, I'm a month post-op now. I can optionally wear 24 hours. Oh my god, LOL. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, with that being, you know, that's it for the Q&A. Thank you guys so much for all of those lovely comments. Thank you, Julie, you know, for passing by and telling us about your testimony and telling us about your results. That really helps us out so much. Thank you for the heart, you guys. Thank you so much for the gifts. Now, Dr. Porter, Julie just said, thank you for being amazing, Dr. Porter. Have a good day.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Julie. Thank you so much. We'll be back very soon, you guys, so stay tuned. Okay, we are going to be having amazing specials and promotions being told real soon. You can see this promotion right here where you could take great advantage of. You got a double chin that is bothering you, $1,500 done with local anesthesia by our amazing Dr. Porter. Okay, you guys, you see right there that promotion. All you need to do is leave your information right here in my left bottom corner in this yellow folder. Okay, make sure that you're putting your name, your phone number, and your email. That way we can go ahead and get in contact with you guys. With that being said, thank you so much, Dr. Porter, for your time. Bye. Thank you so much. So now Dr. Porter is gonna go see a patient, you guys. But with that being said, I see here 10 days left, Dr. Porter. Yes, I'll be making sure to tell her, you guys. So another thing that I wanted to mention to you that is really, really important for us to remember, you guys, is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we actually offer such amazing financial plans, you guys. Like, I cannot begin to tell you how amazing our financial plans are. Okay, so our financial plans are the following. When we are looking forward to getting surgery, you guys, I feel like a lot of us may believe that it's impossible for us to get surgery, or that it's too difficult for us to finally get surgery because maybe, you know, like, you can't afford to pay the money in full or such and such. But I'm here to let you know now, you guys, that with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it actually has never been easier than today right now for you guys to finally go ahead and get your surgery. Okay, one of the things that I also wanted to mention to you guys as well is that when we're looking forward to getting surgery, you guys, it is extremely important for us to remember to always do our research, you know, find out about the clinic, find out about the surgeon. All of these things really, really do matter, you guys, and really do play such a big part into, you know, our results, our experience, etc. Okay, you guys, so that is one of the things that I did really want to mention to you, because when we are looking forward to getting surgery, we want to be making sure that we are doing research on the clinic and on the surgeons. We want to be making sure that the clinic, you know, it consists of a highly professional staff. We want to be making sure that the surgeons are board certified surgeons that have many years of experience. Okay, you guys, so as I was telling you, here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we consist of 9 board certified surgeons. Every single one of our surgeons has over 10 years of experience. So you can just imagine that if a surgeon has over 10 years of experience, you guys, what does that mean? That, you know, the surgeon is you know, highly educated, especially when they are a board certified surgeon, you guys. That is like the highest level of education in the plastic surgery world. So that is something that you really want to be looking forward to finding in a surgeon when you are looking forward to getting surgery. Okay, you guys, so another thing that I wanted to mention to you is that it's not as impossible as you may believe to finally be able to get your surgery, you guys. I'm here to let you know now that with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it honestly has never been easier than today right now for you guys to finally go ahead and get your surgery. Because let me explain to you something. We have amazing specials going on here at Icon Cosmetic Center. You can check out those amazing specials on our Instagram, you guys. They're on our Instagram. We have posted the amazing specials that we are offering here to you guys. One of the things that I wanted to mention to you as well, that is important for us to remember, you guys, is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, you know, we consist of only board certified surgeons, a highly professional staff, in the sense that, you know, when you're looking forward to getting surgery, you guys, you want to be making sure that you're going with a clinic that is going to be delivering more than just good results. Okay, you guys, you want to be making sure that you are getting highly attentive attention, that you're getting the right treatment, that the surgeons have amazing bedside manner, that the surgeons have the highest level of education possible, and, you know, that they're also educating you and guiding you throughout the entire process. Okay, you guys, these are things that are really important for us to remember and for us to keep in mind as well. That way, you know, we can go ahead and make sure that we are getting everything that we need. Okay, you guys, now another thing that I wanted to mention to you is that when you're coming outside of the state or outside of the country, you guys, it is also really important for us to remember that we need to be making sure that we are doing everything the correct way. Okay, now Another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is extremely important that we remember as well is that with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it really has never been easier than today right now for you guys to finally, you know, go ahead and be able to get your surgery. Okay, you guys? So, now, one of the things that I wanted to mention to you as well that is really, really important that we remember is that when you are looking forward to getting surgery, you guys, it is really important for us to remember that you need to be staying in the city of Miami at least 7 days, you guys. And the reason to this is because you need to allow the surgeons to be able to do checkups on you, be able to see how much you guys, like what are you guys healing, like what's going on with the healing and stuff like that. Okay, you guys, so that is something that is really, really important for us to remember and for us to keep in mind as well. So you want to be making sure that you are keeping up with absolutely everything that we here at Icon Cosmetic Center have to offer to you. These are things that are extremely important for us to remember. So another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is important for us to remember as well is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we are always going to be making sure that absolutely everything that we have to offer to you guys, you know, you guys are doing it, you guys are keeping up with it. And at the end of the day, also, it is really important for you to remember that you're also going to be having drains on those incisions, and the drains are going to be around 6 to 10, I believe, like 6 to 7 days. 6 to 7 days. And it's important for us to remember that we cannot remove these drains on our own. Like these drains, we can't just remove them on our own, you guys. So that is something that is really, really important for us to remember and for us to keep in mind as well. That way you can make sure, you guys, that you are, you know, getting the right amount of time off from work and things like that. Okay, you guys. Now, another thing that I wanted to mention to you that is extremely important that we remember as well is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we also have amazing specials and promotions, okay, that can be helping you out so much. So if you've been looking forward, this is going a little off track, you guys, but I just wanted to remind you, like, if you've been looking forward to getting surgery, you guys, and the only reason why you haven't done it is because, you know, maybe it's a little out of your budget, maybe you have other responsibilities that you got to keep up with, maybe every time that you're about to finally get your surgery, you know, what happens is that something in your personal life happens that, you know, makes you have to shift your focus to whatever else is going on. So I just wanted to let you guys know that with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, honestly has never been easier than today right now for you guys to finally go ahead and get your surgery. So make sure that you guys are making the most out of today, are making the most out of right now, so that way you can go ahead and take great advantage of absolutely everything that we have to offer. Okay, you guys, another thing that I wanted to mention to you that is extremely important for us to remember as well is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we are always going to be making sure that absolutely everything that we have to offer here to you guys, you know, you guys are doing it, you guys are keeping up with it. And at the end of the day, you guys, it is not as impossible as you may believe, especially when you have these financial plans in hand. Okay, you guys, so the financial plans are the following. For a BBL, you could pay as low as $29 monthly or $29 weekly or $139 monthly. Okay, you guys, so it is really important for us to remember all of this amazing information, because at the end of the day, you know, like the fact that you could literally pay $29 weekly or $129 monthly, it's absolutely insane. This is a literal steal, you guys. This is something that you should be taking great advantage of. Okay, you guys, so I'm letting you guys know now, with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it honestly has never been easier than today right now for you guys to finally go ahead and get your surgery. So what are you guys waiting for? Make the most out of today, make the most out of right now, because with these financial plans, you guys, that we've literally designed thinking of you guys, like we literally thought, okay, there's lots of people that want to get surgery, they just don't come forward and get it because of the circumstances in their personal lives. Maybe, you know, they have different responsibilities that don't allow them to finally be able to go ahead and make that choice for themselves and prioritize themselves and prioritize what it is that they're looking forward to getting. Okay, you guys, so with that being said, you know, with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it really has never been easier, you guys. So point of this is for you to go ahead and make the most out of right now, make the most out of today, so you can finally be able to get your surgery. Another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is extremely important that we remember as well is that with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it really has never been easier, okay? Because we are literally matching your deposit. Your $250 deposit is going to be getting multiplied times 2, and your $500 deposit as well. Okay, and you may be wondering, well, why is there 2 different deposits? Because the $500 deposit, you guys, is for combined procedures. Combined procedures is when you're having a BBL with a breast augmentation, or a breast augmentation with a Lipo 360, or a mommy makeover with a vaginoplasty and a BBL. So all those 3 examples that I just gave are perfect examples of what a combined procedure looks like, sounds like, consists of. Okay, you guys, so now a simple procedure is, you know, just a breast augmentation, or just a BBL, a fat transfer to the buttocks, or just a Lipo 360, or just a tummy tuck. Okay, you guys, so these are the different examples that I can give you guys, so that way you can kind of understand and see for yourself. These are the different examples that I can give you guys, so that way you can kind of understand and see for yourself what it is exactly that Icon Cosmetic Center consists of. So another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is really, really important for us to remember as well is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we are always going to be making sure that absolutely everything that we have to offer to you guys are doing it, you guys are keeping up with it. So I'm telling you guys now, with everything that we have to offer, it really has never been easier for you guys to finally go ahead and get your surgery. Now, another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys is that with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it really has never been easier than today right now for you guys to finally go ahead and get your surgery, because not only are you getting a special on the surgery itself, when you put in your deposit, you guys, whether it be your $250 deposit or your $500 deposit, you actually get to lock in that special price for up to 2 years. So now you have up to 2 years to pay off for your surgery, okay, you guys, which is something super amazing that we honestly want to be taking great advantage of, okay, you guys. So sorry, with that being said, these are all the amazing things that you could be taking really good advantage of, okay, you guys. So another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is extremely important for us to remember as well is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we are always going to be making sure that absolutely everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, you guys are doing it, you guys are keeping up with it. So these are things that are super important for us to remember. Now, another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is equally as important for us to remember is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, you guys, we also offer free virtual consultations and free in-person consultations, which is honestly something super amazing that we have to offer here to you guys at Icon Cosmetic Center, because it's something that you could take such great advantage of, you guys, and it's definitely something that, you know, you can actually, you know, make the most out of, okay, you guys. So I'm letting you guys know now, you know, it usually be expensive to be seen by a doctor, let alone a board certified surgeon, okay, you guys. So the fact that you could go ahead and get a free virtual consultation, even if you're across the world, or for the people that live here in Miami, live here in Florida, you know, the fact that you could just go ahead and get a free in-person consultation, this is something super amazing that we want to be making sure that we're taking great advantage of, you guys. So, you know, make sure that you guys are doing absolutely everything that you're supposed to be doing in order to finally, you know, receive your surgery, okay, you guys. So with that being said, for every single one of our BBLs, we use ultrasound guidance, okay, you guys. So the ultrasound guidance that we use here for our BBL, you know, like the way that it works is that when you are looking forward to getting surgery, you guys, and you're wondering, well, how does the BBL work? You know, how does the surgery go? So basically, you guys, what happens here is the following. Okay, basically, you know, the anesthesiologist is gonna be there with you the entire time. Kind of out of topic, but good for you guys to know. And you know, so now when you are undergoing surgery, the surgeon is gonna have the ultrasound guidance, of course. So what does this mean? That the ultrasound guidance is gonna be allowing the surgeon to see absolutely everything that they're doing on the inside of the buttocks. Okay, so it's gonna allow the surgeon to see, you know, where they're placing the cannula, where they're disposing the fat, and everything that is going on the inside of the buttocks, okay, at all times throughout the surgery. Just in case you're wondering if we use, you know, ultrasound guidance, okay, you guys? So with that being said, now another thing that I wanted to mention to you that is extremely important for us to remember is that the financial plan for a breast augmentation. So the financial plan for a breast augmentation, you can pay as low as $18 weekly or $99 monthly. Okay, you guys? So extremely important that we remember all of this amazing information, you guys, because I'm letting you know now, with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, actually has never been easier than today right now for you to finally be able to get your surgery. Another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is extremely important for us to remember is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we are always going to be making sure that absolutely everything that we have to offer, you know, we're educating you guys on it. We're showing you exactly what it is that we have to share with you, you know. So another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is really important for us to remember as well is that for a breast augmentation, you guys, you know, you could either go with a silicone or a saline implant. Either or are honestly really amazing. People ask me a lot, what is my favorite implant? I honestly don't have a favorite implant, you guys. I would like to say that, you know, I have friends and family and acquaintances, and I see patients here every day that get either silicone or saline, and honestly, they both look really great. They both do the job, you guys. They feel really nice as well too. You know, of course, you know, you can feel on them after they heal, but you know, like how I was saying, I have friends and family that have gotten their breasts done, and you know, it looks really great, you guys. It honestly, it's a very, very amazing procedure for the people seeking, you know, more projection, more volume, and stuff like that. Okay, you guys. Now, another thing that I wanted to mention to you that is extremely important for us to remember as well is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we are always going to be making sure that absolutely everything that we have to offer to you guys, you know, you guys are doing it, you guys are keeping up with it. And like I was saying, for example, for a breast augmentation, there's 3 different kinds of incisions, okay, you guys? So there's the one on the areola, there's the one under your boob, and there's the one on your armpit. Okay, you guys? So with these different kinds of incisions, I wanted to mention to you guys something that is important for us to remember is that when we are healing from a breast augmentation, we want to be making sure that we are doing things the correct way, so that way, you know, we can assure those amazing results. Okay, you guys? So now, one of the things that I wanted to mention to you as well is that you are supposed to be wearing you have to wear your post-op surgical bra for up to 4 weeks. Okay, you guys, after this, you're gonna be moving into sports bras and bras that are really soft to the touch, you guys. You're gonna wanna be staying away from, you know, metal wire bras, any kind of bra that is very harsh to the breast or to the incisions, you guys. And the reason to this is because, you know, it can be really rough on the incision and on the breast itself, because we have to remember that these are implants that we have to let settle into our body. Okay, you guys, this is something that is really important for us to remember and for us to keep in mind. So make sure that you guys are doing absolutely everything that you're supposed to be doing in order to finally, you know, get your surgery. Okay, you guys. Now, another thing that I wanted to mention to you that is extremely important that we remember as well is that with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it honestly has never been easier than today right now for us to finally go ahead and get our surgery. So make sure that you are doing everything, okay, the way that you're supposed to do it to assure the healing of your breast. Okay, now for the people that are probably wondering, well, after 4 weeks, you know, like I just wear sports bras and bras that have no metal wire, basically. Yes, you guys, pretty much that's what you need to be doing. Okay, because we have to be staying away from metal wire bras. We have to remember that those can be really rough on the incisions. So this is something that, you know, we want to make sure that we are doing the correct way. Okay, you guys. Now, another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is extremely important for us to remember is that for a breast augmentation, you always have to listen to the surgeon's recommendations, okay, you guys? In the sense that, you know, when we're looking forward to getting surgery, maybe we're on the slimmer side and, you know, we're trying to get as much cleavage as we can and as much volume as we can. We have to remember that there's 3 different factors that do play out in the decision making with your surgeon for when you are trying to choose the right CC size for you, okay? So, for example, you could go ahead and be an A cup and you want to go all the way to a C cup or a D cup, right? It is important for us to remember, you guys, that we always have to listen to the surgeon's recommendations. Why? Because we want to be making sure that we are doing things the right, correct way. We want to be making sure that everything that we're doing, you know, like I said, is being done the right way. So these are things that we have to be very alert and we have to be very on top of, you guys, in order for us to finally be able to get the right amount of cc's. Okay, you guys, at the end of the day, you also want to be making sure that absolutely everything that I'm telling you as well, you guys are keeping up with it. You guys are doing everything that you're supposed to be doing. And you know, you guys, with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it honestly has never been easier than today right now for you guys to finally go ahead and get your surgery. Okay, you guys, so make sure that you are, you know, doing absolutely everything that you're supposed to be doing. Another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is extremely important that we remember as well is that with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it honestly has never been easier than today right now for you guys to finally be able to get your surgery. So, you know, with that being said, make sure that you're leaving your information right here in this yellow folder. Put your name, your phone number, and your email. That way we can go ahead and get in contact with you guys. Another thing that I wanted to mention to you is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we are always going to be making sure that absolutely everything that we have to offer here to you guys, you know, is the real deal. You guys are taking great advantage of it. And, you know, there's no one like us. Like, there is literally no one like Icon Cosmetic Center. Like, the amazing care, the gorgeous results, you know, the great bedside manner, the unlimited amount of communication, you know. And this is something that you got to be taking into consideration, because if you're getting surgery with a clinic, you know, you want to be able to get in contact with them whenever, like, you need to, you know. And that is something that I'm very proud to say about Icon Cosmetic Center, that our communication skills, our results, our bedside manner, the way we prioritize our patients, the way we educate our patients, the way we help out our patients. The minute that you walk in through that door, it's normal for you to be nervous. It's normal for you to be a little shy, you know, to show your body to people that you don't know. But let me tell you something, you guys. Here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we make you guys feel so comfortable and so assured, and so, you know, you're gonna be leaving so educated, so feeling so good about your decision. And then when you come back to get your surgery, you know, that is what seals the deal. You know, when you see those amazing results and you see how great of an experience you had here with us at Icon Cosmetic Center overall, trust me, you guys, it is honestly something that you cannot put a price on. Okay, so another thing that I wanted to mention to you that is extremely important for us to remember as well is that for a Lipo 360, you could pay as low as $18 weekly or $99 monthly. Okay, you guys, so for a Lipo 360, you could pay as low as $18 weekly or $99 monthly. And with that being said, you guys, this is honestly super, super, super amazing because, you know, for example, the fact that you can literally pay only $18 weekly or $99 monthly. Like, this is so inexpensive, you guys. We have, you know, weekly, daily, monthly bills like food, gas, clothes, shoes, nails, makeup, hair, accessories, going out, even cooking in your house can be a little pricey sometimes. You know, like, we just have so many different bills that are further way more expensive than just, you know, than just $18 a week or $99 monthly. Okay, you guys, so I'm letting you know now, if you've been wanting a new waist, if you're tired of your fupa, you're tired of your love handles, you're tired of the rolls that create under the bra strap, I'm here to let you know now, you guys, that you don't gotta keep dealing with this. You don't gotta keep putting up with this. These are things that you can actually go ahead and do something about. These are things that you can actually get rid of. Okay, you guys, so this is super, super, super amazing for you guys to remember and for you guys to know about. Make sure that you're leaving your information right here in my left bottom corner in this yellow folder. Put your name, your phone number, and your email. That way we can go ahead and get in contact with you guys, okay? Now, another thing that I wanted to mention to you is that the Lipo 360 takes place like this. A lot of people sometimes get confused as to where does the Lipo 360 take place, so let me explain. The Lipo 360 is your whole front abdomen, you guys, your whole front abdomen, then your flanks, you know, of course, both sides, and then your back all the way up to the bra strap, okay? So, you're gonna be, you know, having all of these things, you guys, and this is something that is super, super, super important for us to remember and for us to keep in mind. That way, you know, you can make sure that you are doing absolutely everything that, you know, you need to be doing, and that way you're educated on where exactly the Lipo 360, you know, consists of, because a lot of people get confused with the name 360, since, you know, 360 is a full circle. Think about it like this: since 360 is a full circle, that's exactly where the liposuction takes place. It's a full circle of your whole front abdomen, you know, your flanks and your back. Okay, you guys, so that is something that is really, really important for us to remember and for us to keep in mind as well. Okay, now another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys is that when we are looking forward to getting surgery, it is really important for us to remember as well that you want to be making sure that absolutely everything that I'm mentioning to you right now, you know, it doesn't matter if you think that I'm saying a lot of information and you don't, you know, remember everything, because no worries, you guys. Here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we are going to be explaining things to you as many times as you need them to be explained to you. Like, and let me tell you something, you guys, don't be shy with me. You know, if you have any questions, you know, if you have any doubts, you guys could go ahead and put them in the chat. Okay, I never skip through any questions. There's no such thing as not a valid question or as a dumb question. You guys, all questions are valid, all doubts are valid. Okay, so, you know, I just want to make sure that you guys are not holding back and, you know, asking any questions or having any doubts and bringing them to my attention, okay? Because I'm more than happy to help you understand whatever it is that you're confused by, okay? So now, for a tummy tuck, you can pay as low as $18 weekly or $99 monthly. Okay, you guys, so for a tummy tuck, this is a procedure that removes excess skin at the lower part of your abdomen area, you guys. This is a procedure that, like I just said, it removes excess skin. It also so it repairs the abdominal muscle. It does lipo on the flanks. Once they're done doing that, they stretch out that skin to make sure that your belly button is, and they make sure that your belly button is well centered and symmetrical with the rest of your body, and then they go ahead and remove the excess skin. Now, how can you tell when you're a good candidate for a tummy tuck? So when you look at yourself in the mirror and you see that your belly button kind of looks like it's hooding down, or it kind of looks like a sad face, or when you see that, you know, you are experiencing some excess skin at the lower part of your abdomen area, or by your belly button, or overall in that entire area, those are great indications that you will be an amazing candidate for a tummy tuck. Okay, you guys, so that is something really, really, really important for us to remember and for us to keep in mind as well. So make sure that you guys are leaving your information right here in my left bottom corner in this yellow folder. Put your name, your phone number, and your email. That way we can go ahead and get in contact with you guys, okay? Now, another thing that I wanted to mention to you that is extremely important for us to remember is that with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it really makes it so easy for us to finally be able to get our surgery. So if you've been tired about your excess skin, you've been tired about your sagging breasts, you know, you've been tired of the hip dips, of the fupa, of the rolls right under your bra strap, you've been tired of, you know, not having as much cleavage or as much volume on your breasts as you desired, you know, I'm here to let you know now, love, that you could go ahead and do something about it. You do not gotta settle for whatever it is that you're going through right now. You do not have to settle for that. Okay, here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we actually make it super easy for you guys to finally be able to get your surgery. And that is something that I'm super proud to say, that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we really do think about every single one of our iconic dolls and, you know, our future iconic dolls as well. So with that being said, you guys, make sure that you are leaving your information right here in this yellow folder. Put your name, your phone number, and your email. That way we can go ahead and get in contact with you guys, you know, schedule you for your free virtual consultation or your free in-person consultation. Really, really, really important that we remember these things. Now, another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is extremely important for us to remember as well is that the financial plan for a mommy makeover, okay? Round of applause, because I'm honestly super excited to share these amazing financial plans with you guys, because I'm telling you now, like, you probably thought that it was gonna be so impossible. You probably thought that it was gonna be so hard to finally be able to get your surgery. And I'm here to let you know now, babe, that it's not as impossible as you may believe. It's closer than you may believe. It is 2025. We're about to be in the middle of the year. What are you gonna do for yourself? Are you gonna prioritize yourself? Are you gonna go after what you want? Or are you gonna keep settling for the things that you don't even really want to deal with? Okay, you guys, these are things that are extremely important for us to remember. Okay, now, another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys is that the financial plan for a mommy makeover, you could pay as low as $39 weekly or $149 monthly. Okay, you guys, a mommy makeover, what it consists of is a tummy tuck, what repairs the abdominal muscle, does lipo on the flanks. Okay, once they're done doing that, they stretch out that skin. They make sure that your belly button is well centered and symmetrical with the rest of your body, and then they go ahead and remove that excess skin. Okay, you guys, so with that being said, that's what the mommy makeover consists of. Okay, really, really important that we remember that amazing information. Now, another thing that I wanted to remind you guys about as well is that the mommy makeover also consists of a breast surgery of your choice, of your liking. Okay, so this breast surgery could be either a breast augmentation, a breast lift, a breast reduction, or a breast fat transfer. Now, if you're just looking forward to having just a breast reduction, that's completely fine, you guys. But if you're looking forward to having a breast lift with a breast fat transfer and you're wondering, well, can I get that done here at Icon Cosmetic Center? Like, is there any way where I could combine both of the procedures? Of course, you guys, absolutely. So let me explain to you guys something. For example, let's say that you are also looking forward to getting a breast lift with a breast augmentation, and you're wondering the same thing. Oh, you know, would I be able to do it at the same time? Of course, you guys. Here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we actually can combine procedures in many different ways that you guys have probably never even thought that you could combine procedures this way for a more complete surgery. So I'm letting you guys know now, we are also matching your deposit. Your $250 deposit is going to be getting multiplied times 2, and that is for a simple procedure. And for combined procedures, you know, when you're combining 2 to 3 surgeries at a time, the deposit is $500, and we are also matching that deposit as well. Okay, so instead of a $500 deposit, you will have an $1,000 deposit, and instead of a $250 deposit, you will have a $500 deposit. So make sure that you're leaving your information right here in my left bottom corner in this yellow folder. Put your name, your phone number, and your email. That way we can go ahead and get in contact with you guys. I'm letting you know now, with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it really has never been easier than today for you guys to finally go ahead and get your surgery. Okay, now another thing that I wanted to mention to you is that that's basically what a mommy makeover consists of. And if you're wondering, well, can I combine a mommy makeover with a BBL, or with some chin lipo, or with a vaginoplasty or a labiaplasty, or with some back lipo or some inner thigh lipo? Absolutely, you guys. You can absolutely, combine this procedure with different procedures that you may be having in mind, to your liking, to your needs, to your wants. So now for a labiaplasty, you could pay as low as $18 weekly or $99 monthly. Now, so a labiaplasty is a procedure that is performed on the outside part of the vagina, on the labial lips, and on the clitoral hood. With that being said, there is two different types, well, really three different types of perfect examples. Maybe you don't like how the outside of your vagina looks. Maybe you would like to get rid of some of the labial lips or off the clitoral hood, or it could be also because when you wear panties or pants or shorts or whatever that could potentially be touching the outside part of the vagina, it causes a lot of friction. It causes a lot of discomfort because the clothes and the outside part of your vagina are constantly going at it. Now, the third example is when you're having sex, you guys, and you just simply can't even focus on what's going on, or with your partner, with yourself. You can't even enjoy yourself. You can't even enjoy your partner. You're not locked in the moment because you're constantly thinking about what it is that you have going on down there with your situation. You're constantly, being super self-conscious about what it is that your vagina consists of. Okay, you guys, so I'm here to let you know now that labiaplasties exist. Maybe you didn't know that a labiaplasty was something that you could go ahead and take great advantage of, you guys. So make sure that you guys are doing, things the correct way. Make sure that you guys are doing absolutely everything that you're supposed to be doing. Now, another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys is the financial plans for a tummy tuck and a BBL. So the financial plans for a tummy tuck and a BBL, you guys, you could pay as low as $39 weekly or $149 monthly. Okay, that is a perfect example of how here at Icon Cosmetic Center we can combine procedures for you. Okay, now for lipo and breast augmentation, you could pay as low as $39 weekly or $149 monthly. Okay, you guys, so with that being said, that is also another perfect example of how we can combine procedures here at Icon Cosmetic Center. So with that being said, you guys, thank you so much for joining this live today. By the way, the companies that we do these financial plans with are Alpha on Credit and Care Credit, just in case you were wondering. And yeah, you guys, really important for you guys to remember all of this amazing information that I'm sharing with you now. You could put it to great use. So with that being said, you guys, also remember that we do offer free virtual consultations and free in-person consultations. So make sure that you are leaving your information right here in my left bottom corner in this yellow folder. Name, phone number, and email. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for joining the live today. I hope you're having an amazing rest of your day. And stay tuned, as we'll be coming back very soon.